How's it going, everybody? Today we're back on the east side of the island and we're taking a look at probably one of the best beaches on this island, Lanikai Beach. All right, so if you watched our video on Kailua Beach, you might notice the background here looks a little bit familiar. It's because we're sitting in the same spot. Lanikai Beach is right next door to Kailua Beach. They're almost, I would say, arguably the same beach. There's only really this one little section of rocky area that separates the two, where the highway kind of gets right up against the coastline. All right, so the biggest difference probably between Kailua Beach and Lanikai Beach is that the neighborhood of Lanikai comes right up to the coastline. In some cases, there's basically no more coastline and the houses are the seawall that separates the island from the ocean. What this means is when you're over at Lanikai Beach, there is no big grassy beach park, there are no benches, there are no restrooms or beach showers or anything like that, and actually there's nowhere to park even. All the parking is on-street parking inside the neighborhood. So the roads that go through Lanikai are a series of one-way roads that work together to make a really big one-way loop. Locals are gonna call this Lanikai Loop. What this means is when you're driving through there, if you overshoot the place you're looking for, you gotta go all the way back around the loop in order to get back to it. As you're driving around looking for a place to park, you're gonna notice no shortage of signage that will say things like, don't park here, don't block the driveway, this place is closed from this time to this time. Pay attention to those signs because they are not empty threats. If you park in the wrong place in Lanikai, you will get ticketed, you will get towed, or at the very least, you're gonna make someone very, very angry. And again, just like always, the best way to get around the parking issues here in Hawaii is to take some sort of a two-wheeled vehicle, moped, motorcycle, something like that. So Lanikai Beach pretty much stretches all the way down the length of Lanikai neighborhood. And here in Hawaii, there's actually a law that prohibits private individuals from blocking access to shorelines. Because of that, in neighborhoods like Lanikai, you will see designated beach access points with little alleyways that cut through the neighborhoods to give you access to the shoreline. So Lanikai has a few of these along its coastline. They should be marked with a blue sign that's pretty official looking. Those are gonna be the places where you wanna go to access the actual beach. Just keep in mind that some sections of the coastline have eroded completely, so some of the alleys just dump straight into the ocean. Just offshore, you're gonna find a set of islands called the Mokes. They might seem close, but they're definitely not close. Not a place I would recommend swimming to. It's a very popular kayaking destination, but if you're just snorkeling around or swimming, you're probably not gonna be going all the way out to the Mokes. When you're at Lanikai Beach, the foothills that separate that neighborhood from the rest of Kailua and the east side are gonna shelter you a little bit from the rest of the island. Makes it feel just a little bit more isolated. Lanikai is protected by the offshore reef that pretty much runs the entire east side of the island. So what you tend to see out there is sort of a lagoon style ecosystem. If you look to the horizon and you see the white caps are either way down or gone altogether, you know it's probably gonna be a pretty good day. The water here is actually gonna be pretty good for snorkeling considering it's an east side beach and it's inside the reef. You're gonna find a fairly substantial network of cabbage patch corals home to lots of little baby fish. The whole place overall is gonna be pretty shallow. You're really never gonna get more than like 20 or 15 feet deep. The coral out here tends to get beat up quite a bit. In recent years, there's been some pretty severe bleaching events that have come through there. Toxins from sunscreens and getting trampled and different stuff like that. So try and stay off the coral. Use reef safe sunscreen when you can. And just keep in mind that the ecosystem out here is fairly fragile. And that's pretty much it. Lanikai Beach is popular for a reason, definitely worth a stop.